All right, so we're barely out of a global pandemic that has killed over 500,000 Americans and, shut down our economy, had us in a lockdown. People weren't hugging their mother because they were so fearful of this virus that was the first of its kind. It shut everything down. So, we're just now getting back to a little bit of normal, and it hasn't really been that long since we had restrictions and stuff. So you'd think people would still be a little worried and scared. They've lost friends and family. They've lost lots of friends, and all those empty chairs at the dinner table Joe Biden talks about. So let's see where people's mindset is after a global pandemic that wiped out their entire family.
Things got a bit rowdy on the 18th hole Sunday at Kiowa when the final twosome approached the green. Fans streamed past the ropes, overwhelming security. PGA of America CEO.
People are more concerned about getting up close and touching a golfer than worrying about catching a virus. None of these people are wearing masks besides the dumbass security who has it below their nose everywhere you look. So, yeah, I mean, this just shows you that people didn't experience a global pandemic the way that the television describes it. None of these people have an empty chair at the dinner table. If they did, they wouldn't even have thought of going to this event, let alone mobbing, getting up close, rubbing against strangers, and trying to touch a golfer.
Seth Law has now apologized to Phil Mickelson and Brooks Koepka for that breach.
I mean, look at your mask. Everyone that has a mask on, it's below their face.
Saying that his organization ruined the scene, which made two players and their caddies feel.
You think security would have been a little bit more beefed up? It's a global pandemic. There's still people dying every day from a virus. There was no social distancing at all during this tournament. There were people everywhere. So I just don't understand why none of these people are fearful of this virus. It's because none of them know anyone that died. Nobody does. You people had the flu. You had the flu. Your friends and family that got COVID. Oh my God, I tested positive for COVID. Oh my God, my friend tested positive. I hope she doesn't die. Your friend had the flu. And if you weren't dumb enough and weak enough to be forced to get tested, you probably wouldn't even know you had it. And you would have been fine. The reason people are sick is because they mentally got themselves sick.
Vulnerable. Mickelson said it was a bit unnerving. Koepka said his surgically repaired knee got hit.
Oh, so unnerving. Yeah, it's so unnerving that I'm going to go golf in front of all these people right after a pandemic. I'm so unnerved and worried about dying, but I'm a millionaire and I got to make an extra 100,000 to play in this tournament. Ridiculous.
A few times, which is less than ideal, so they
priorities. People care more about watching and playing golf than, avoiding a virus from strangers.
Well, when the final twosome approached the green, fans streamed past the ropes, overwhelming security. PGA of America CEO Seth Law has now apologized to Phil Mickelson and Brooks Koepka for that.
What about apologizing to all the families that are going to lose loved ones at this super spreader event? Why aren't you apologizing to them? Oh, I know why. It's because everyone's got the vaccine. No one's going to get sick here because they were all vaccinated, because you can't do anything fun or cool in this reality anymore unless you can show proof of vaccination. So this is just proof that the vaccine works. All these people rushing around, touching, rubbing each other, and nobody got sick and died. Thanks, vaccine. You see how their programming works? It is so easy to brainwash people.
Reach, saying that his organization ruined the scene, which made two players and their caddies
die from COVID.
Feel vulnerable.
Mickelson. Vulnerable to what? To what? I don't know. Maybe a global pandemic?
Said it was
stupid fucking reality, man.